So the compensations plan is actually a binary system. So all you really have to do is add people on your left and add people on your right. So it could be your friends and family on the left side, or you can add coworkers and acquaintances that you know on the right side. All right. And it's unlimited levels. So you can add as many people as you want, or as many people as you know. If you know thousands of people, you can add them all up under you. Okay. And then people under you can also add people under them as many as they want. If they know thousands of people, they can do that as well. Okay. You have one international member ID. So I have an ID in Canada, but I can view other Atomy websites just by going into my membership, my ID. So let's say I have a family or a friend in the Philippines. I can go into the Philippine website and view what they've got there, and actually even order for my Philippine partners there if I wanted to. There are some countries many countries actually don't allow you to do that, like the US, but you can still view and see what they've got on their website. Okay, so it's one international member ID. And your Atomy ID is inheritable up to the 3rd generation. So if you missed the part where I had talked about my history with Atomy, I am actually an Atomy legacy. I've been with Atomy since 2013, only as a consumer. My mom signed me up. But when my mom passed away in 2016, I inherited her Atomy ID. And from then on, I've been getting her commissions because she became a sales master just before she passed away. And yeah, and like I said, I've been getting her commissions ever since then. And I just recently decided to really start this business last year. So from a sales master, I am now a Sharon Rose master a year after. Okay. So if I wanted to pass on my ID to my children or my child, one of my children, I could, because I still have 1 generation left. But all of you still have 3 generations. So you've got if you have sons and daughters or grandchildren, they can definitely inherit your Atomy ID. And that's the value of your Atomy ID here. There is a future in it. It doesn't just stop with you. Okay. So how do you actually get cash back or commissions through your Atomy membership? Okay. The first thing you need to know is that each product in the website is assigned a certain amount of points or point value. Okay. So for example, with this toothbrush, it's $11 Canadian. It's actually $13 Canadian now. And it's assigned 5,000 points or point value. Okay. Now there's also something called a personal point value. The personal point value are the points under your own Atomy ID. Okay, so if you log into your own Atomy ID and you purchase something under your own Atomy ID, that becomes your personal point value. And that personal point value stays with you forever. It doesn't disappear. It doesn't reset. Okay, it just keeps accumulating because you're going to be purchasing something on your Atomy ID. Okay, and then there's also the group point value. The group point value are the points generated by your people on your left and people on your right. So anyone under you, any purchases they make and the points generated from that goes all the way up to you. Okay. So these points, the personal point value and group point value, become your general commission and or mastership bonus. Okay. So let's start with the general commission first. So if you wanted to start getting general commissions or cashback or payouts, we all use those words interchangeably, you must have 10,000 personal point value in your Atomy ID, your own personal ID. Okay. So that could be 2 toothbrush boxes because that was about 5,000 points, right? So there you go. You've got your 10,000. And then when your left leg and your right leg generate 300,000 points each, you can get a payout of plus or minus $25. Okay. Now, is $25 enough? I can tell you right now, it's not. Last week, I went to Niagara Falls. And yes, I know it's a tourist spot, okay? And most stuff there is more expensive. But I went and bought 2 Burger King Whopper combos in Niagara Falls, and it cost me $30 Canadian. So no, $25 is not enough. I need more. So if you wanted a little bit higher commissions or payouts, you can increase your personal point value to 300,000 points, okay? And when your left leg and your right leg generate 300,000 points each, you can get a payout of plus or minus $70 Canadian, okay? So that one's better, right? That at least covers my $30 Burger King Whopper for 2 combos, right? But yes, plus or minus $70 is much, much better for sure. And this can happen daily, okay? And if you want more, if your left leg and your right leg generate 700,000 points each, you can get a payout of plus or minus $140, okay? And then if you want even more than that, if you generate 1.5 million points on the left and 1.5 million points on the right, you can then get plus or minus $290 Canadian, okay? And that can go on all the way to the maximum of generating 50 million points on the left and 50 million points on the right. That could be a payout of $1,500. And this could be a daily payout, right? Depending on how big your left and your right leg is and what masterships you've actually achieved and things like that. But it is possible. And there's already people at the top. There's about 13 people at the top now, Imperial Masters, that are making this much, right? And so this can happen every day, right? Now, if you ask, why is there a maximum, right? Well, our chairman, Hango Park, who is the founder of Atomy, he believes in a balanced compensation. He wants everyone, not just the people at the top, to make money. He wants everyone to meet all the way as Imperial Masters at the top, okay? No one is better than anyone. Remember, cherishing the spirit, right? We care about everyone. We respect all the people, right? And we care about everyone's well-being. And that's why there's a balanced compensation. No one is going to take advantage of anyone, right? Everyone at the bottom can be at the top, just like the Imperial Masters who are there right now, okay? And that's why there is a maximum with the General Commission. Now, General Commission is not the only way to make money with Atomy, okay? But let me go through this first. When it comes to General Commission, let me explain this a little bit further. So if you have 300,000 points on your own Atomy ID, your own personal ID, and your members, like for example, this one down here purchases 100,000 points, and this second one here purchases 100,000 points, and then another member purchases 100,000 points here with a total of 300,000 points on the left. And on the right side, you've got someone purchasing 100,000 points, another one purchasing 150,000, and another one purchasing 50,000. So for a total of 300,000 points. Then you match 300,000 on the left and 300,000 on the right. And that's when you can get a payout of plus or minus $70. So the reason why I'm showing you this is that you don't actually just have to have one person purchasing 300,000 on your left or the right. It could be several people purchasing different amounts of points, totaling up to 300,000. And that will go all the way up to you, okay? So that's how you can generate those payouts, those general commissions. Now, how can Atomy afford to give these payouts to all their members? As I said earlier in my presentation, we've got about 16 plus million people as members of Atomy, right? That's a lot. That's a lot of money to pay out, right? Well, the company actually just keeps 30% of the whole pie, right? As you see in this little circle here. Because of course, they need to run the company, they need to operate, right? And then the rest of it, 70% of the whole pie goes straight to the members. So 44% of that is what I just explained, the general commission. 6% of that goes to the center fees. So all of us are associated with a center, a local center, and because they're the ones who can support you, and they do have operating fee or operating expenses, right? So that helps them out. The rest of it, which is 20%, goes to the mastership bonuses, okay? So we've talked about the general commission, which is the 300,000 point on the left, 300,000 point on the right, and then you match plus or minus $70, right? Mastership bonus is a little bit different. For this one, you've got different levels, okay? There's a Sales Master, Diamond Master, Sharon Rose Master, Star Master, Royal Master, Crown Master, and Imperial Master, okay? And if you wanted to challenge for one of these masterships, there are 2 challenge periods in a month. There's the 1st to the 15th of the month and the 16th to the end of the month. So right now we are on November 13, I believe, right? So we're at the end of the first challenge period for November's 1st to the 15th, okay? So if you chose to become a new sales master from the 1st to the 15th of the month, you must achieve 2.5 million points on the left and 2.5 million points on the right in order to achieve new sales mastership, okay? And once you do achieve the 2.5 million points on the left, 2.5 million points on the right, during one of these challenge periods, you can get $1,000 total of your general commission and your mastership bonus. So basically $500 of general commission and $500 mastership bonus. Now this is in Canadian, okay? So $1,000 for the 2 weeks, all right? So, and those are the bonuses that you would get if you do actually challenge during those times, okay? So there's also other ways of making money, but let me just do a complete summary of the whole compensation plan. So first is general commissions. When you match 300,000 on the left and 300,000 on the right, you get your commission, your general commission or payout. The second is the mastership bonus, which is what I just explained. The challenges are twice a month, 1st to the 15th of the month and 16th to the end of the month, right? And then there's also one-time incentives when you challenge to become a new mastership level. So if you wanted to become a new sales master, there's one-time incentives on top of the money with the $1,000 that I just described earlier. If you wanted to become a new diamond master, same thing. There's the bonuses and the general commission, plus you get incentives, which we can go through in another we'll do it next week. And of course, you can open up your own education center if you really wanted to and earn 6%. Remember the little pie that I showed you earlier? 30% is kept by the company, Atomy company itself, to fund their operating systems or to fund their operations. And the 70% goes all the way to the members, which is the general commission, 40% or 44%, and then 6% to the education center, and then 20% mastership bonus. So part of that is the education center, 6%. So if you want to open up your own education center, you can definitely do that and earn 6%. Okay. But of course, you still got to do all this first, general commissions, mastership bonus, to make sure you understand the system, right? Be part of the system, be plugged into the system, and then you can teach more people on how to do that and also earn money to do that, right? Does anyone have any questions?